The Kennebunks, a narrated tour, is sponsored by Bailey's Fruit and Produce, where you can get all your fresh fruits, vegetables, and deli products. By Port Lobster, get fresh lobster and fish to enjoy while you're here or have them packed for travel. And by Kennebunk Beach Realty, where your dreams can come true.
For fresh fruits, crisp vegetables, and premium deli meats and cheeses, come to Bailey's Fruit and Produce. Make your own cool, crisp salad from the salad bar, or choose a fresh deli sandwich packed with Boar's Head brand premium deli products. Having a party? Party platters and gift baskets are available for all occasions. Don't forget a healthy snack of Colombo frozen yogurt and yogurt pies, sure to cool you on those hot summer days. Bailey's Fruit and Produce, Route 35, Lower Village.
Fresh live lobsters by the pound are cooked and ready for takeout. That's what you'll find at Port Lobster, a family business in the heart of Kennebunkport. Port Lobster has fresh local fish and lobster, shrimp and crab rolls made for takeout. Order some hand-picked lobster meat, great for stews, salads, or chowders. Port Lobster will cook your lobster at no extra charge. Ship some to your friends and relatives or pack them for travel. We have gift certificates too. So whether you're preparing for a picnic or fancy dinner, drop by Port Lobster on Ocean Avenue in Kennebunkport.
We specialize in character. We specialize in charm. We specialize in style, designed to fit your taste. We're Kennebunk Beach Realty, specializing in the buying, selling, and leasing of the finest properties in the Kennebunks. We know that each part of your investment is important, and we'll help you find the property of your dreams. Come visit us in Lower Village and browse through our wide selection of listings in a wide range of prices. There's a home just waiting to be yours at Kennebunk Beach Realty, where we make your dreams come true.
Here, near beaches and quiet harbors that lead to the open sea, you'll discover the Kennebunks. Long ago, sea captains and sailors were drawn to this place, and now you will follow the paths they took. Kennebunk and Kennebunkport, two small Maine towns on the Atlantic coast. Friendly coastal villages, treasured by those who have been here and those who have come to stay. The towns of Kennebunk and Kennebunkport take their names from the Indian word meaning large stretch of water at rest, which refers to the Kennebunk River. The earliest settlement was named Cape Porpoise and included Kennebunkport, Cape Porpoise, and Goose Rocks Beach. The settlement at Kennebunk was a part of Wells until 1820. Generations before the arrival of European settlers, Indians spent the summer months farming, hunting, and fishing on the banks of the Kennebunk. The Indians and earliest white settlers coexisted peacefully until 1675, when King Philip's War began. These Native Americans eventually lost control of the land which they had considered their birthright. Their camping place was on a spot near the mouth of the Kennebunk River called Indian Canoe Landing, now the site of Government Wharf. 200 years after their struggle with the white man, they were making summer camps once again. Penobscot Indians from Old Town spent their summers here, and eventually other families joined them. Penobscot and Passamaquoddy tribes were among the first Kennebunkport merchants to cater to vacationers. From their tents, they sold sweetgrass baskets and other Indian works. They also sold and rented birch bark canoes. The ladies of Cape Arundel could hire an Indian guide for the afternoon to paddle them upriver for tea. Most welcomed the Indians, for their coming was one of Kennebunkport's traditions. In the early 1600s, English settlers were drawn to the area because of the productive fishing grounds here in the Gulf of Maine. The coastal islands, like those near Cape Porpoise, proved to be an excellent base from which the fishermen could work. The inner harbors created by the islands provided safe mooring for ships, and the distance from shore allowed a certain amount of protection against surprise Indian attacks. Today, the fishermen of Cape Porpoise daily make their way to the harbor. They set forth to harvest the sea which supports them, just as their forefathers had done. Drive out to the end of Pier Road in Cape Porpoise, and you can witness this daily ritual which has been a part of the area for over a century. Fishing was not the only way of life for the residents of the Kennebunks. The year 1755 marked the beginning of the glory years for the Kennebunk River. Shipbuilding had begun, particularly in the area surrounding Durrell's Bridge called the Landing. Over 20 shipbuilding firms from 1766 to 1867 crowded the banks of that 1 1/10 mile stretch of river. Each launching was an event, and hundreds turned out to see the schooners set sail. In 1890, the launching of David Clark's Golden Ball brought a crowd of nearly 2,500. This three-masted schooner was a full 3 decks high, weighed 1,273 tons, and was 188 feet long. Today, her nameplate hangs in the Graves Memorial Library in Kennebunkport. Although ships are no longer launched in the Kennebunk River, the boat-building tradition lives on at the Landing School, located on River Road just past Durrell's Bridge. The Landing School offers courses in wooden boat building and design. Students can be seen daily working on the boats they have been trained to build, and visitors are welcome. Much of the history of shipping and shipbuilding in the area has been collected and is available from the Kennebunkport Historical Society, located at the intersection of North Street and Old Cape Road. Out front, you'll find the old fog bell from the Goat Island Light in Cape Porpoise, and to one side, the original small office building of the Clark Shipbuilding Yard, which is now open as a maritime museum. Virtually none of what we consider the downtown section of Kennebunk existed in the early years of the community. However, the inland population gradually grew as businesses took advantage of the abundant natural resources. In 1758, Colonel Joseph Storer began an extensive lumbering operation on the Mousom River with a sawmill and dam built on the present site of the Lafayette Center. This sawmill brought a large number of workmen and their families to Kennebunk. These families helped develop what is now Main Street, Kennebunk. By the turn of the 20th century, the shipbuilding era was coming to a close. The ability of railroads to transport local freight had put an end to the coastal fleet. But ironically, as the railroad was taking business away from the sea, was bringing to the area its newest economic base, the summer visitor. The first passenger train ran in 1873. At the height of summer, outgoing passengers crowded the platform, and carriages from nearby hotels and boarding houses awaited the incoming guests. The river provided the main source of entertainment for these seasonal visitors, be it swimming, rowing, sailing, or canoeing.
One of the main attractions to the Kennebunk area today is the Kennebunk beaches. The sparkling Atlantic, with its invigorating saltwater, white sands, and endless tidal pools, is among our most precious natural resources. Up the coast in Kennebunkport, you'll find Goose Rocks Beach, a quiet and subdued beach. Any native can tell you how to get to Goose Rocks Beach. You go to the Clock Farm and take a right. Tourists and natives alike enjoy the tranquility and the beauty of this wonderful beach. All are welcome. However, parking permits are required for residents and non-residents. These can be purchased at the Kennebunkport Town Office on Elm Street or the police station on Route 9 in Cape Porpoise. 3 more beaches lie along the Kennebunk seacoast just south of the river. Gooch's Beach is by far the most popular with its wide expanse of sand, especially at low tide. It provides a place for many natives and visitors to soak up the sun and build sandcastles. Kennebunk Beach, also called Middle Beach, has more rocks than sand, but provides an abundance of tidal pools for all to explore. The third beach, called Lord's Beach, has a playground for children. Locally known as Mother's Beach, this beach is protected from much of the larger ocean surf and therefore has gentler waves and a more gradual slope, making it a very suitable beach for small children. Parking permits are required for these beaches also, and are available at the Kennebunk Town Office or the police station on the weekends, both located on the corner of Main Street and Route 35. If you enjoy spending time on the ocean, there are many boat rides and excursions to choose from. Whether your interests lie in sailing, ocean fishing, whale watching, or just a pleasant short cruise, there are a number of charter companies and excursion boats on the Kennebunk River. Spending the day on board a whale-watching vessel is one of the most interesting and educational ways to experience the Atlantic Ocean. Some vessels like this one have their own marine biologist who's able to identify specific species of dolphin and whales, and many of them have been given names.
Today, some of the individuals that we came across would be Flask, a female that we see very, very frequently, female humpback, Half Moon, a male that we see fairly commonly, cow and calf, a mother and baby, a very friendly mother and baby, but not an individual